Okay, and it says it's preparing to live stream the meeting. Setting your meeting for Facebook Live. Probably do.
It says meeting now streaming live. Okay, I see it. Hey everyone, this is Ronnie Ann Ryan with my dear friend Moira Hutchinson, who is an intuitive coach and mindset mentor and tarot card reader and human design expert, among so many other things. You can find her at wellnesswithmoira.com and a page by the same name on Facebook. Welcome to the love forecast for February 2022. So let's start with the moon, Moira. What's happening with the moon phase? It's the new moon today?
New moon today, new moon in the sign of Aquarius. So this is kind of like magical, uplifted, courageous, good fortune. This new moon brings good fortune. But Ronnie, as you know, new moons are all about introspection, looking within, getting, and sort of like finding that fire, courageous fire in your belly. But I want to tell you two other things that's really amazing. Today is an incredible day. It's February 1st, the new moon in Aquarius, and it's a lunar celebration called Imbolc, Imbolc. It's a Celtic celebration of the halfway point between winter solstice and the vernal equinox. So it's like the seeds are starting to germinate and wake up in Mother Earth's belly. And then the third thing is that it's the lunar New Year. Today we step into the year of the tiger.
Yes. A friend of mine yesterday wished me happy Chinese New Year. And I'm like, really?
It's today, year of the tiger. So I love that idea of the year of the tiger this day, as that new moon in Aquarius giving us a boost of courage and aligning with our core essence.
Yeah, that is wonderful. You know, it's funny that you brought up Imbolc, because I was going to talk about how today is also Bridget's Day.
Yes.
And Bridget is a goddess, that's a Celtic goddess. Mm-hmm. And I've read a lot of different things that she's the goddess of, because I've seen peace and harmony and unity, but I've also seen hearth and home and women in childbirth. And I've also seen that she's the goddess of the flame, reminding us that even the darkest days have light and hope in them. And Bridget helps us to cultivate an inner flame, to dream about what's possible and bring that into reality, which I don't know, I think it's great. And that kind of hooks up with the seed piece.
Yes.
So this could be a great day if you have seeds at home, or if you're out and about today and you can buy a little package of flower seeds or herb seeds. It'd be a great day to put them in a potted plant inside your home and start growing things. And, you know, when you plant them, think of what else you want to manifest. So you'll not only manifest the growth of the plant or the flowers or the herbs, but also whatever it is you want to create and bring forth into the world.
And isn't that true of the new moon? I mean, that's what we're kind of guided to do anyways, is to plant the seeds of the ideas that you wish to germinate and manifest. So you can do it physically, like you're saying, but you can also do it internally, planting the seeds of your intentions, of your biggest, best, most incredible desires, right?
Absolutely. And if you're listening to the love forecast, maybe that's about love. So we'll see. All right, so Moira, start us off with a card.
Okay, as we were being riffing a wee bit like that just now, I was shuffling my tarot cards. Excellent. So let's see what's going to guide us into this. Oh, OMG, we can't make this stuff up. Guess what's come up for us? The Empress.
Oh, lovely.
And look, she's got red hair, just like Bridget.
Just like Bridget.
But of course, the Empress is that Mother Earth, that fertility, that abundance, that focusing in on the nurturing. And so that just give me goosebumps. That's just the most incredible acknowledgement to all of the different pieces that we're just talking about that we get to celebrate on this day.
That is awesome. All right. Now I'm going to pick the next card. This is from my own deck, the Elemental Wisdom deck, which is all things from the earth and sky. Let's see what that has to say to us today. This is the waterfall.
Beautiful.
And with the waterfall, you sort of have to just go with the flow. You have to ride it out because there's no going up the waterfall. There's only going with the flow. So I would encourage you that if it could also be about falling in love. But I would encourage you to, put that into your mind that you're just going to go with the flow of the energy. And, my feelings about this month being a love coach for 20 years is that it's all about love. This is a huge month for love. And so sometimes singles get upset with Valentine's Day, smack in the middle of these 28 days of February. And, but, the truth is Valentine's Day is an ancient Roman holiday, and it was based on the goddess Juno. And they matched, young people up, and they spent a year together. And at the end of the year, they could separate or they could decide to stay together. But
fascinating.
It had a romantic cast to it. But what I say about it is, if you think about it, there's so much focus on Valentine's Day that it's creating what I call a love bubble. Energetically, people around the world thinking about Valentine's Day, it creates an energetic bubble, and you can go with the flow of that bubble. Like you can leverage that energy that is being, brought up, manifested, created. It creates this huge ball of energy, and you can ride that just like the waterfall.
Yeah, I love that.
Lift yourself up with all that focus. So even if you don't have a partner, it's okay because you can leverage all of the energy of Valentine's Day to help you find love and launch your, journey to start looking for love and start dating and stuff. So that's how I always look at it.
I love that. And, because whether you're single or in a relationship or seeking, you are the love. Envisage that, feel it, absorb that energy, breathe it in, and then watch as things change, because the more loving and kindness that you feel within you, the more that's what you attract. The more you look at that, right?
Yeah.
It's such a win-win.
Excellent. That's why I call my podcast the Breathe, Love, and Magic podcast. You want to breathe in the love, breathe in the magic, expand your energy field. And when you do that, you're making room, literally, as you expand your field, you're making room to bring something in. When your energy is happy and full and your energy field is expanded, that's when you're magnetic and attractive to bring in what you want, something like love.
Absolutely. Well, truth is, we're always magnetic. So if what's showing up is not to your liking, then it's time to reflect and say, what is your energy? What's your energy? And that's why maybe if you're sort of comparing yourself to other people and maybe thinking you're not good enough, then you need to stop that right away anyways, right? Of course you're good enough.
Yeah.
But it's like a feedback system. So what energy do you need to tweak? Do you need to use some affirmations or some mantras to remind yourself that at the core, we are all based in love?
Yes.
I think February is a great time to think about that.
Yeah, it really, really is. And there's so many other things combining right now to reinforce that. So
absolutely. Yes.
All right, let's pick another card, Moira.
Okay. As you know, I've been using the Soulful Woman deck when we do these, because I love the affirmations and the artwork and the guidance that we get from these.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Maybe next time, though, I'll use one of my decks. Well, I just change it up.
Good. Why not?
Yeah. Oh, see, it's all love. Look at the artwork of this.
Oh, that is beautiful. You're right.
And see the big heart. And it's actually card number 1 of this deck. And it is love-based reality. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
Love-based reality. And the affirmation for us is, I am soul nurtured when I surround myself with friends and family who support a love-based reality.
Beautiful.
And that's so much in alignment with what we've just been saying, right?
I know. It's always amazing because we don't pick these cards in advance.
No,
They just come out that
we're
way.
just tapping into the energy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I have one more too. And I recently treated myself to a couple new decks. I got one for my birthday and one for myself. I treated myself.
Awesome.
It's called Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, Colette Baron Reed. So she's a big tarot card reader, but so anyway, I did pick a card from her deck, and it's called the Spirit Whisperer, Divine Guidance, Higher Knowing. So here is.
Oh, beautiful. Love that artwork. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, these cards are amazing. So basically, she talks about all of these cards have allies. So the Spirit Whisperer is your ally. And it comes heralding the miraculous and the inspired. And she whispers guidance from the divine. Now, this is the part that I love. If your question is about a relationship, the Spirit Whisperer speaks of soul connections, past lives, and great learning through mutual mirroring. So this is a time to really learn about relationships. She will whisper how long or how short or how sweet the relationship can be. And there are soul bargains made before you're born, if you believe in soul contracts and reincarnation. So you can move forward, but keep listening, because there are lessons having to do with vulnerability that love brings. And that's really true, because you do have to be somewhat vulnerable in order to fall in love, because somebody has to see your heart. That doesn't mean you should be a doormat or get taken advantage or whatever, but you have to be open and a little bit vulnerable. So it's a balance. It's something I definitely learned about on my journey to find love. And once that clicked for me, then the next two men I met were amazing. And the second one is the man who became my husband all those years ago. So that really changed everything once I was willing to open my heart and show that kind of vulnerability. So
that's beautiful. Beautiful. Love that.
So it looks like, as one would suspect, February is all about love, right?
All about love.
So take advantage of the new moon today to manifest your desires. Maybe plant some seeds. And think about what you want to grow in the month of love. Leverage and take advantage and harness that love bubble where everybody's thinking about love anyway. You might as well tap in and see what you can create for yourself.
Absolutely. And we send you lots of love.
Yes, I love that. Thank you, Maura. Yes, we send you love, and we're grateful that you watched today. Thank you so much. And until next month, when we have the March forecast, enjoy and take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.